Welcome to Polish Black Metal Report. Well, at least considering one band. This is, by the way, one of those bands I'm pretty sure you even haven't heard of yet. Why so? Because it's not even released yet. But be sure, make no mistake, there are some samples on the Bandcamp page, so maybe you might have, or at least you will get to listen to some of these songs after this video, or maybe even right now. Voidfire is one of those newer black metal names from Poland. Started in 2018, February, so roughly 2 years old now. It started as an instrumental project, but quite soon, that is in a few months, the band actually expanded itself from a solo instrumental project to a full-blown band, and such the plans to do instrumental black metal was more or less abandoned. And, 2 years later, there is this album called, I don't know, by the way, how to pronounce it, but it's called Ogien Pustki. So, Voidfire is a self-released with this first album. I think it's limited to something like 150 copies, but maybe, if everything goes as planned, who knows if there will be more. Now, this is nice looking digipack, so the band clearly doesn't go with the cheapest route possible, but wanted to at least put a little bit effort and money on this one, and it looks nice, even if not spectacular. Inside we have the music, of course, which is melodic black metal the Slavic way. But why is it Slavic? I don't know, but it reminds me of so many different Eastern European bands that actually has something of a similar style here. Now, it seems like Polish scene is really, really strong these days. As much as like how the Norwegian black metal kind of ruled back in the 1990s. It seems the Polish scene is doing exactly the same now. Basically, like every week or so, you get some different Polish black metal, and it's mostly good quality. Now, Voidfire isn't exactly the top A class kind of stuff. It's not the mind-blowing and creating something totally new and wonderful and, whatever. But it's actually quite nice to listen to. It's definitely a decent melodic black metal, mostly fast-paced, but also some more slow-tempo parts, which then again kind of blend in nicely and are complemented with nice drum sounds and rather good vocalist as well. So basically this is very, very traditional black metal output in so many ways, because it kind of gives me these 1990s feelings, yet it's not exactly sounding like just another retro band. Little complaints are, however, which I need to mention, they are not big ones, so make no mistake, this is not about being negative and all that stuff. It's more like saying like the guitar sound could be a little bit better, because this is not exactly a lo-fi necro sound where this kind of a raw primitive sound would be a class A thing to do, but neither it's not really like the mainstream big ass things. I'm talking about bands like Blaze of Perdition and Wife. We're talking about Polish scene, not to mention bands like Behemoth. But it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker by any means. It's just something that kind of underlines the fact that this is not coming through a label pockets full of money, but rather kind of a self-financed release. And the other thing is, this could be a lot more catchier and memorable. Now, especially we're talking about melodic metal, be it black metal or whatever, doesn't really matter. Obviously, those good melodies are something that just kind of like drill into your ear and start making your wonders, and more usually sooner or later, you will start to humming and maybe even whistling these great melodies. You will see how they kind of become these catchy parts. And it's not a curse word, by the way, even though some people are like, I don't want to be creating catchy extreme metal. It's not extreme if it's catchy. Well, why do you incorporate melodies in the first place if you don't aim to be catchy? That's beyond me. Anyway, Voidfire is doing nice job, like I said. And this definitely the outcome is very, very nice and decent, but it's still lacking some kind of a magical thing. Something that separates quite nice band from the really great and mind-blowing ones. That is not to say you shouldn't be checking out Voidfire. On the contrary, you should be checking out. This is nice one, but once you get to listen it, you're like, okay, Jerry, I kind of got your point. It is not overwhelmingly superior, but still something that is quite enjoyable. Roughly 44 minutes of nice melodic Slavic black metal. So there you have it. Go check it out with the samples, and I hope you like it.